Oh no, I forgot to do my intention prayer again. Okay, let me just quickly do it now. May everyone who could possibly at all in any increment benefit from whatever's going to pop out my mouth, may find this video so you can be on the road to your life that unfolds with ease and grace and wonder and magic and love and beauty and abundance. Okay, may it be so. It is done. I'm so glad the other day I had Neville Goddard come up again. Like, seriously, if you haven't listened or read any of Neville's work, just go search it. Go on the path, on the journey, because we are all on a journey. This is like, you know what? Okay, holy moly. One moment, please. The other day I asked a question and I write everything down in these books of mine, but I asked in it, where is it? I had, what is the point? What is the point? What is the point of life? And, okay, so I asked the question, and then I kind of forgot about it, and I was just, I know, my mind was going elsewhere, and then I had something come in. Oh, sorry, if my microphone's coming in and out. Oh, I seem to have lost my fluffy bit. Hang on a sec. Well, it's not fluffy, it's foamy. Okay, that's better, because that was sounding like I could hear my nose breath on the microphone. As I said, I am highly professional here. Okay, so I did ask, what's the point? Now I'm hoping I can find it. If not, maybe I'll come back to it because it might be a bit boring for you to be watching me just scroll through my book here. But I asked, what is the point? What is the point? Although I did write here, never give up on love. It begins with self-love. True love begins with self-love and loving yourself first, because anything on the outside is a reflection on the inside. Except that does confuse me. Okay, I can't find it. That's all right, I'll find it later. So often I get the meaning of life and the mysteries of the universe solved, and then I forget. So, wow, that sun's coming through my window. So everything is a reflection. Now this is me again. Just remember, I am just working this out. And I didn't realize I was doing it, but I was pulled to come and do this. I've been pulled for quite a while. And I think part of the reason is to work it out in public, I want to say. I don't really want to say that, like in public, not in private. So the working out process, because I think there's a whole lot of us working this life thing out. And I think we all kind of get to a point where we go, I think there's a little bit more to this life thing than I've been led to believe. I think there may be other layers, or there may be layers we want to see, and then layers we want to see through, because there are curtains of illusion, as I've found. And they're not physical, actual curtains, they're energetic curtains that you need to be a certain frequency of in order to actually see through to the other side, is what I am surmising. as I'm playing this out. And something I've realized too, so I've been having many more experiences that, if I'm to describe them, I would say connecting with my higher soul self, which is still me. So connecting with the larger part of me, which we all do, or we can block it off somewhat. I don't think we can ever completely pinch ourselves off, because this human self that we think is everything is just a part of our greater self. And this is me with the information. As the information comes in, as I have experiences, these are the conclusions that I am coming to. And I am definitely conversing with a higher part of me. I know that. And then there are other energies. And I am playing out how to discern which energy is which, because there's like source energy, and we all have access to communicating and conversing with source energy, or sometimes people call it God. Nobody is out of that. You do not have to be special. Actually, everyone's special. Either nobody's special or everyone's special, and I actually choose that everyone is. And that is another thing, is life is, and I'm going to actually take this again back to, what if life was what you made it? What if life unfolded and evolved from the thoughts and the words and the actions that you take in every day? And what if no one else really has any influence over us, except if we allow them, if we give our power away, give our free will away? What if you can center yourself enough, come from your soul urge and your core, that you could completely create the life you want from the inside out? What if? And I think it's important to ask these questions on our own and with each other, because we're all here and we all have the same thing in common. We all want to have our greatest life experience. We all want to be happy. We all want to love and be loved. I don't think, if you asked everyone, let's ask everyone, what do you want? Do you want, and specific questions like, do you want to be loved? Like, would there be anyone, do you think, honestly, who would say, no, I don't want to be loved. I don't want to be loved. I don't want to love. I want to be hated. I don't know if anyone would. I think maybe people could pretend that, because sometimes we can say stuff like that to put up boundaries and armor in order to protect ourselves, because we're worried maybe we aren't lovable, or we can't be loved, or we can't love, so therefore we go, oh no, I don't want that. But really, who would honestly, if you could say as a silent vote so nobody could see, and you had to write it on a piece of paper, whether you want to love and be loved, I don't think anyone would say, no, I don't. So that could be something we all have in common. And also, if we had the same question in the silent vote on a little piece of paper, do you want to be happy? Would there be anyone who would say, no, I don't want to be happy. I want to feel like shit. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. But in saying that, I'll go back to the idea that some people may say that in order to protect themselves, because if you say that and you don't get it, you say, oh, I don't want to be loved, and then you're not loved, you go, well, there, I told you so. So I prepared myself for that. But I think that's part of the problem. Because, and I think we do that a lot in our world, because we are and we have been in a survival mode, in a fight or flight. And sometimes we like to get out ahead and protect ourselves, but by doing that, we're actually setting ourselves up for the fall. So by trying to protect ourselves and going, I don't want love, it's not coming to me, everyone else gets it but me, that will become a self-fulfilling prophecy, because as I'm playing this out, we create via our focus, via our words, via our thoughts, via our actions, via that repetition, via the beliefs that we have and that have been given to us. We've all got, or have had, I've been shedding a lot of old belief systems that I can see now are not just what I picked up in this lifetime. There's generational, there's ancestral lineage stuff that has been layered on through the DNA, that has been carried through the generations. And at whatever point I could see that that was something going on with me, and I can see it going on with many others too, that, I can't see now, that light before was so bright. All I can see now is that, the blue, green, pink that sort of comes from looking at the sun or a bright light. I feel a bit breathless for some reason. So, we are creating via those thoughts. So it's very important to be conscious of what we're doing, because the repetition of our thoughts and the direction that they're going in does set our core frequency, which is what is attracting our whole life in. And as I've said previously, there is a lag. So if you are able to bring yourself to a point of shifting and going, you know what, I don't want this anymore, if you're in a negative sort of mind space, and you shift over and you go, I'm going to do my best every day to think positive thoughts and say positive things about myself and all others, because I can't live like this anymore. There's got to be something that gives. And you do that, but then if you get to a point you go, nothing's changed, nothing's going on, it's still the same. You've got to understand there's a time lag, and that consistency is very important. You need to get to a certain point where you trip over into that new actual reality folding into your reality experience, if that makes sense. So don't give up. You definitely shift into self-care. Definitely make sure you love yourself, because that will reflect on the outside. Be aware it may take time for that to appear in the physical, but don't give up. There's a song about that, isn't it? Do 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 do. Don't give up. But don't give up. Allow, just know it's coming. When you shift and change your perspective, your beliefs, your words, your thoughts, and your actions, there's a lag. I don't know exactly. Sometimes the lag seems like years. Sometimes months, sometimes weeks, sometimes it can be a matter of days. I think it depends on the lining up of certain things. So as I'm gaining the understanding, our higher self, who's right up there and can see the whole landscape and see everywhere we're traveling, which way to go, which way not to go, and is giving us signals, subtle signals and signs and synchronicities in order to help guide us, that we need to trust in that. That trust is really important. There's that sun coming out again. I'm blinded by the light. That's another good song. So I think I can't even see the screen, so I don't even know how long I've been talking for. Oh, I just can't see. Everything is a big green, blue, pinkish blur at the moment. But don't give up. Trust that when you shift, everything else is shifting. Know there's a lag and just allow that. Commit to the path that you're turning to, the path of self, not selfish. It's different. I was just talking with my sister about that this morning. There's a difference between being super selfish and self-centered and choosing yourself and choosing to fill your cup and choosing self-love and making sure that you're okay so that you can give to other people. It is a balance of self-love and service to others. And it's finding again, this must be where this came from, this balance. I feel like it's so important. And then I realized the answer to the universe, the meaning of life, which is apparently 42. So 4 is like foundations. 2, what is 2? I think 2 is balance as well, but so is 6. 6 is balance community, isn't it? I really got to look more into the numerology. But if you know numerology and numbers, I think it might be right. I think 42 might be the answer to the meaning of life, because it comes back to balance. And every time I think about life and what it means and what we're doing here, I always go back to this center, the balance between the polarities, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the light, the dark, the yes, the no, the up, the down. It always comes back here. So I think Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy might have been correct. So I am going to look more into the numbers. I'm finding that my memory is always now. It seems to be sitting in the moment, and then I'm not retaining things unless they're relevant right now. Because I look up things and I know things, and then, it's gone until it's super relative. So obviously with that 6 and the 4 and the 2, there's more for me to go search and seek and journey on and adventure on the quest for the Holy Grail. But the Holy Grail, if you remember, is a vessel. And I think the Holy Grail, this is my answer to this mystery, I think you are the Holy Grail, and I think I am. I think we all are. We are all a vessel here in this reality experience. We are the Grail. We are the very thing that we've been out questing for. I feel like I need some coconuts. On horseback. But we are the Holy Grail, I'm thinking. But what do you think? Tell me. I'm so excited for when I get more feedback, more brainstorming, more people to share this journey with, and to solve mysteries and crack codes and look beyond the surface, which I'm already way beyond. Like, I can't even go on the surface anymore. But I don't know if this is the surface. I'm not sure if I'm here, or maybe I'm both. I don't know. I'm working it out, playing it out as we go. Anyway, I have no idea how long I've been talking for, so I cannot see. I think I see a 2 in there. 2020, I can see. Is it 2020? Something. 2020 vision, and I can't see. Funny. That's so funny, universe. I'm blinded, and I just managed to see 2020. How ironic. Okay, with that, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go about my day. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a beautiful morning, ava, evening. And I'm always sending much love. But come on a quest with me. Why not? What do you got to lose? Let's discover more about the number 42, the Holy Grail, what's above, what's below, what's left, what's right, up and down, and to see what we find. It's much more fun with other people. Anyway, I'm going to pop out and I'll pop back to Moz.